and welcome to Films on the Air. Today we have three cast members from Bola film, and we will be discussing the significance each actor portrayed in the film. Firstly, in the film, everything's emotional and captivating as it portrays something pretty realistic. How was each of your character a challenge?
As a young and inexperienced actor, it was difficult for me to depict the emotions the film required me to at first, but after I got really emotionally involved to the character of Alfredo and to the story, and it wasn't too difficult to bring those emotions to the screen.
Bring such emotion to life with or without first-hand experience can be a challenge.
I did mention that bringing emotions to life was a challenge, but I had a childhood friend who experienced this stuff the way Pablo did in the film, which is horrifying for any child to go through.
Of course, and were each of you comfortable with the character you portrayed in the film?
For me, no. As a child, I was told what to do and how to act.
Playing Mariano was incredibly uncomfortable because although the story of Mariano and Pablo's fictitious one, abusive father-son relationships, are too prevalent in our culture, it was difficult to find comfort in the fictitiousness.
What steps did you guys take to become your character?
Learning how to get punched and looking terrified when I was kicked.
Yes, your character did take a beating. For me, I was just a kid. I had no experience. My real interest has always been in sports. Actually, nowadays, I'm busy making a name for myself as a BMX rider.
That's such a huge
Okay. That's impressive. Physical training for portraying Mariano is mostly focused on portraying aggression without physically harming any fellow actors. To mentally prepare, I studied abusive fathers-son relationships a lot.
After your physical and mental training, was there any kind of way you can relate to your character? Juan mentioned earlier that he had a childhood friend who suffered in a similar way as Pablo did, correct?
Yes, I did.
What about the characters of Alfredo and Mariano?
Relating to my own character was difficult at most times, but I especially resonated with Pablo's feelings of hopelessness and loneliness growing up. I think most children deal with those problems in one way or another, and that was definitely
Depicting such an issue that happens in our world today. El Bola is a Spanish film directed by Archero Mañas that centers on 12-year-old Pablo, who's constantly abused by his father. Be sure to check it out. Thank you all for coming in today.